Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna be doing another story time. I literally just posted one, but can you not? Zeke! Sorry. If you hear like zoo noises, it's definitely my dog, so just ignore that. So today I'm gonna be talking about my experience moving out, what I did to move out, the whole process leading up to it, reasons why I had to, just stuff like that. I thought it would be interesting, maybe not, maybe it's only like interesting to me, but it's just something I'm like proud of. It's something that I'm proud to have done myself. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about that. So let's just get started. So basically what made me want to film this video was I feel like whenever I was going through the process of getting ready to move out and like kind of thinking about it, kind of knew that it was going to be the next step. I definitely like wish I had more advice from people. Like in high school, they don't teach you like how to sign a lease or how to earn credit or how to save up for things like that, which is crazy to me. That needs to be a class. That definitely needs to be a class in high school that people take, because if there was one, I would have taken it. I'm just gonna start from the beginning. I was fresh out of high school whenever my life basically turned upside down. I lived in the exact same house from whenever I was born to the day I turned 18. It was a big change for me to leave somewhere that I had grown up and lived in this exact same place for 18 years. And a lot of people move around in school, and I was thankful to not have to do that. I stayed in the same house, I went to the same school, had the same friends the entire time I grew up. I didn't have to make new friends, which was super awesome. So whenever I turned 18, obviously I had graduated from high school, and a few weeks after my dog is literally going nuts. Okay, so now he stopped. Oh, there he goes. Whenever I graduated high school, my mom met this guy. They got engaged. It was all great at the time. He had us sell our home. We moved out, moved in with him, and it was in a town about 30 minutes away from where I was living at the time. So it was a huge change for me. I absolutely hated it. We moved there, we lived there for about 9 months. Things went south, things didn't work out, and it is what it is, but definitely glad things worked out that way. So we ended up moving out like 9 months later. We weren't even there for a full year, and we moved in with my grandma, me and my mom. We both moved in with my grandma, and that was fun while it lasted. I ended up moving in with my dad literally like not even like 4 or 5 months later. And then once I moved in with my dad, I kind of knew that was like gonna be the last place I lived with a parent. I know that people move around all the time, but I was just so tired of like my stuff being everywhere and not having one place to live and stay there and be settled and enjoy myself and call it home. Like nowhere was home to me for the longest, and that's like one of the worst feelings in the world. So I knew that when I lived with my dad, I was gonna save up there, and I knew that the next step was inevitably like scary, gonna be moving out on my own. I lived with my dad for about 1.5 years in an apartment, and then there's a bug. Ooh. Okay, sorry, I had to kill a bug. And then around, I wanna say last year, fall of last year, me and my best friend who I live with now started talking about moving in together. And it was all like fun and games, usually. And then we started getting really serious about it, and we're like, okay, so if we're gonna do this, like, we have to actually start looking at places. We have to figure out whose credit we're gonna use. We have to figure out whose renter's history we're gonna use. Renter's history is like a huge thing, and thankfully, when I was living with my dad at the apartment, I had renter's history. My dad had put me on the lease. He was smart enough to do that because he knew that I would need it one day. And so I had renter's history, and thankfully my roommate had credit. So we knew that putting those two together, we could find a place and split it. Winter of last year, we were like, okay, let's do it now. And then I don't remember what happened. I don't think I was financially ready yet. I think I needed just a little bit more time. Yeah, I do remember this. We were gonna move out in January because everything was so cheap. Fucking pointer tip right here. If you plan on moving out, try to like time it, and it sounds crazy, but during Christmas, because everything's cheap. People are not looking to move during that time because it's the holidays. So like, who wants to move during the holidays? But if you're young like me and you don't really have that many commitments or like a big family or anything like that, definitely recommend looking in that time, because we were gonna do it, and then like I said, unfortunately I just wasn't ready. So we waited a few more months, and then March of this year, March of 2020, we signed a lease. And then, wait for it, Corona hit. That was probably the worst thing that could have fucking happened. Yeah, Corona hit, and we didn't know if we were gonna do it. We were like, what the fuck do we do? I think it was like March 13th, the day that it was declared a pandemic. We were just like, what do we do? Like, we're supposed to move in like 5 days. Like, what's gonna happen? Is my job gonna shut down? It did. Am I gonna be able to make money? Am I gonna have to live off of unemployment? Should we do this? Like, it's kind of too late. Like, we literally already signed a lease. It was too late to do anything else. So we moved out. We moved out on March 19th of this year, and it has been a huge learning experience. Moving out on your own is not easy by all means. I actually wouldn't do anything else though. I would not ever move back in with a parent unless I like absolutely had to. I love living by myself. The freedom that it gives you is just so nice. Definitely hard though, because whenever you're living with a parent, obviously all your responsibilities are pretty much taken care of while you're a minor. If you're living with someone that is your parent and you're 18 and above, obviously like you're gonna have some responsibilities. Maybe not, maybe you're lucky and your parents don't make you do anything. But I know that when I lived with my dad, I did help out with rent just because financial situations are tough, and I'm not rich.
Can you see me?
A little bit, yeah. That's my roommate. I did help him out with rent, so I was kind of used to paying my own bills when it came to like car insurance. Like, I've paid that since I've had my car, my phone, and then like I said, a little bit of rent whenever I was living with him. So I wasn't too scared when it came to bills. I knew that I was definitely gonna have to budget out a fat portion of what I was making Yup, my dog lets himself in.
Okay, love that.
The zoo has entered the chat. No, come on. Yeah, we moved in, Corona hit, that sucked. Had no idea if I was gonna have a job or not, but we literally had no choice. We had already signed a lease. So we moved in. My roommate works full time, and so she was fine. I'm a waitress, and I worked at a bar that did get shut down for like over several months, the entire time that we were on lockdown in Texas. So we were shut down from March to August. I went back to work in August, and it was really nice. It felt good to not pay everything off of my unemployment checks. So yeah, moving out at 20, I was 20 at the time. Moving out at 20 definitely it's not like the ideal thing to do, but I just wanted to come on here and like talk about it, I guess, to share my experience. I definitely feel like it really helped me grow in a sense of independency. I think it really gave me a huge load of like responsibility. So it's either like you sink or swim. I feel like you're always gonna find a way to figure things out. Thankfully, I'm not too far from where I grew up. My mom literally lives down the street. My dad lives about 15 minutes away. When it comes to like saving up, I definitely think that's a huge thing. Number one tip is to absolutely save every single thing you can. Realize what's important to spend money on and realize what's not. For example, going out to eat, go grocery shopping. Definitely go grocery shopping. That is such a huge thing that me and my roommate have made a habit. We probably go at least once a week, if not every 2 weeks. It can get pretty scarce. The fridge can look a little bare, but I feel like that's pretty normal. Yeah, go grocery shopping. You're wasting so much money if you are going to Taco Bell every day. If you're getting Chick-fil-A every other day like I was 6 months ago, then you're gonna look back and be like, where the did my money go? So that's a tip. I definitely feel like moving out has made me more responsible when it comes to cleaning and like being organized, because no one's gonna do that for you. Like, once you move out, it's totally up to you to take care of all of the chores in the back of your mind. We're like, wow, my room would look so much better if I did this, or like my space would feel so much better if I did this, and I definitely take pride in my room. I try to keep it clean as much as I can because I feel like whenever I come home to a messy room, everything else feels messy. I think I have made a habit of myself to clean my room when I'm literally bored, or I know that's not everybody wants to fucking do that. Not everybody has that kind of time on their hands, but if you do, I recommend it. The sun is now setting. My camera did in fact die. I do not remember where I left off, but I really feel like there's not that much more to talk about. I should have wrote down questions if anybody had any on moving out, but I feel like I hit a few major points. Okay, the lighting literally sucks, but I had to come inside because it got dark and the sun was setting and my camera kept going out of focus. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, please comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see from me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do, and I will see you guys in my next video.